Yo, what's going on, everyone? This is Joseph here. How's everyone doing? I'm doing my first YouTube video right now. I already started this video like 3 times. This is my like 4 times doing the recording. I started making the video and I wasn't even recording this last time, so I'm starting over again here, right? Man, where do I begin with today? Where do I begin? It was just a weird day. Every day I wake up in the morning, I go outside, and I just feel weird. The atmosphere feels weird. I'm just thinking to myself, what the heck is gonna go on today? Like, what am I gonna get dragged into? What's happening? I posted on my YouTube shorts that there was a house on fire. I took a video, the house is on fire. That is so weird. I went to the store to pick up some sandwich meat, my ham, my turkey, my Swiss cheese. I'm walking back home, and I thought my house was on fire because I saw a huge, like a big smokestack, a lot of smoke, right? I'm like, what the heck? As I get closer to my house, I'm like, okay, it's not my house. So I go and I call my girlfriend. I'm like, yo, there's a house on fire. We both go, we look at it. Everyone's outside of the house. Everyone's looking at the fire. Like, what the heck is going on, right? Whatever. That was sad. I'll pray for them. A little bit later in the day, like the sun's already going down. I'm in my backyard, like raking up, leaves, whatever. And the ambulance pulls up again to my neighborhood, but they pull up next door, and a fire truck pulls up next door too. I'm like, what the heck is going on? Like, what is going on today? And they pull out a girl in a blanket, like she's not moving. I don't know if it was a girl or whatever, but the my phone was about to die. So there was a girl in a blanket, a white sheet, whatever, and they pull her out, put her on the gurney, and they take her to the ambulance. The ambulance didn't go straight to the hospital. They were just there. So I don't know what went down. I don't know what's going on, but that was weird. So yeah. Anyway, I want to talk a little bit about Trump. Like, what is the deal with Trump? Like, Trump is such a hot topic because it seems like everyone has such a strong opinion about Trump, and I just don't care. I do not care if he's a good guy, if he's a bad guy, if he wants war, if he doesn't want war. Like, I don't know. It's just like so irrelevant to me at this point. It's like people forget to understand that, like, he's just like a puppet. Like, I don't know. I don't think people think like I do, but I think he's just like a puppet. Like, they're just pushing stuff out there, and he's the guy that has to take all the blame for it. You know what I mean? Poor guy, whatever. So, one thing that comes to my mind every so often is a company called BlackRock. And I never knew this until I saw Luke Belmar's video on BlackRock, but he was going down the shareholder list of a bunch of companies, and the top shareholder of all these different companies is BlackRock. You got BlackRock, you got Vanguard, and you got State Street. These companies own a majority share of stock in these companies. So they pretty much run America. Everything you buy, is the money's going back to them. And in my mind, that's who I think the government actually is. It's like this company, like these 3 companies. You know what I mean? So I look up to people who like Trump, and I look up to people who don't like Trump. I mean, do I like him? Do I not like him? I haven't met him. I don't know him, so I can't tell you if I like him or not. You know what I'm saying? It seems like most people that meet him have a good opinion of him. You know what I mean? And the people with the strongest opinions, like the people who say, "Oh, I hate that guy," have never met him in person. But then there's also a lot of people who have never met him, but they love him so much. They're like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just like he's just a guy doing his job. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how to explain it. Whatever. So that's that. The next thing is my fitness. I've been doing a lot I've been doing a lot of work on my fitness. I'm super strong, and I'm stronger now than I think I ever been before in my life. I used to go to the gym a lot, but I'm seeing a lot more results just doing a lot of push-ups at home. You know what I'm saying? So I want to encourage you guys to just get in shape. At least walk every day for 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like, get into a routine of exercising every day, and you'll see that you'll start feeling better. You start looking better. People will treat you better. So just start with the walking, and if you can, do some push-ups. And for me, what this experience has taught me is I don't need to go to the gym. I don't need those heavy weights to get bigger. I just need to do a lot of push-ups. You know what I'm saying? And my uncle told me that one time. He's like, you don't need a gym, just do a bunch of push-ups. So I was like, whatever. He ended up being right. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, the vibe at some of these gyms, though, is so cool. With, like, they got the sauna, they got the vapor room, they got massage chairs, they got showers, they got a bunch of stuff. So going to the gym is a vibe. You know what I'm saying? But right now, I can't really afford that shit. So I'm not going to the gym. You know what I'm saying? So, next thing I want to talk about is fatherhood. I just became a father. You know, I have a baby, and it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have to get up a lot in the middle of the night to change the diaper and feed her. And when I feel mad, I can't. That like anger goes away really quick because the baby's smile is just super precious. You know what I'm saying? So far so good with that. I'm doing good as a father. The baby's healthy. Everything's good. That's a blessing, you know? I don't really have anything to be mad about. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's people doing so much better than me and so much worse than me. And is happiness relative? You know what I'm saying? Like, can you compare your level of happiness to someone who comes from nothing? For example, like these third world countries where the kids don't like, or these people just don't have like fresh water, clean drinking water, or a grocery store. Can you bring them over here and compare their happiness level to ours? Is happiness relative? Is my question. And I don't know. It really depends because there's some tribes in the Amazon rainforest that they don't want to be around people. They have their tribe, they're doing their own thing, and they're living life. They don't want to be involved in this modern world, and they must have happy times and sad times, you know what I'm saying? Um so for me, I feel like in some cases, if someone from those tribes like knew about what we have over here, they might be sad. But if they don't know what this modern world has to offer, how could they be sad? You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. Next thing I want to talk about is some people that kind of inspired me. The person who really inspired me to do this YouTube channel is Spiritual So. He has a spiritual channel where he just talks about a lot of conspiracy theories, the spiritual realm, um, what's actually going on, the Matrix, stuff like that. We're in the Matrix, we're in a system. They push stuff out on the media and they do stuff, behind the scenes. They push an agenda so they can get away with stuff behind the scenes, laundering money, different weird stuff. And I don't really like to go too far down that rabbit hole because it's just like a never ending rabbit hole. Like, you can find out one thing and maybe prove that it's true, but then your mind just wants to keep going. But what about this? And what about that? And what about this? I mean, it's like a never ending, hamster wheel. You're just always going to be like sad and paranoid if you're like keep finding out what's actually going on. I mean, all the information is already out there. You know what I'm saying? There's a movie called Spotlight. They've already caught a bunch of Catholic priests like doing, bad stuff to kids and whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's weird, And that's a big movie. Like, people just forget. Like, and then they go to church and they think to themselves, oh, well, this guy's not like that. Well, how do you know? Because, like, you don't, you know what I'm saying? But it's whatever. I don't like to think about that. I still go to church with my family, and I just take what's good and leave what's bad, whatever. It just like blows my mind. Like, how could you go to church and like not even apply any of the lessons they teach you? It's like I feel like most people go to church and they're just like trying to make a scene. They're trying to like make them and their family look good to the community instead of them actually being good themselves. Like, from what I understand, your body is a temple. In the Bible, it says your body is a temple. So why is it when I go to church, I see a bunch of people just like not in shape? They obviously don't respect themselves, enough to like take care of their own body. The way I look at it is the mind and the body are one. So if your body's not good, then your mind can't be good. And if your mind is not good, your body can't be good. But the easiest way to have a good mind is to work on your body first, and then just like naturally your mind is going to have good thoughts. So yeah, another person that inspired me is Dan Pena. I look up to Dan Pena, Spiritual Soul, Yados, and there's a lot more other people that I think are doing good that I look up to, and I'm just following in their footsteps. But at the end of the day, I look up to myself a lot because I've been through a lot of crazy stuff, and I'm proud of myself for just being able to take it day by day and just knowing that this is just a bad moment. I don't have a bad life. I'm just having some bad moments, and I'm going to get through it. And the fact that I got through it has given me so much self-esteem and so much confidence, and I just feel good because there's a lot of people who don't make it through, like they don't make it past their 20s. They don't make it to 30 years old. I mean, I know a lot of people who are sadly passed away. My brother, passed away. So I have a brother who passed away and died. And that's sad. Life gets to you. It's pretty hard. I mean, but that's why I'm pushing the fitness, because that's the easiest way to level out your chemicals in your brain, like get that dopamine up, testosterone up, serotonin up. I'm not a scientist. I just know I don't know anything about these chemicals in your brain. I just know that if you work out and you exercise, you're going to feel good. And that's what motivates me a lot, is how much people need guidance. And people are overcomplicating it. Like, people are living lives for other people. Like, they get a job and they stay at that job for years, but like, for what? Like, is that even what you actually want to do? Or are you doing that because of the backlash you're going to get from your family or your friends that you don't have a job? Like, everyone's scared that they're going to be called a bum or a loser or broke for not like working a job or whatever. Like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to live my life living for other people. Life is short. I asked my dad, I'm like, so how fast did time go by for you? He's like, you won't believe it. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's like, you blink your eyes and next thing you know, you're in your 70s. It's crazy. So I'm trying to like listen to the one voice I got in my head. I'm trying to listen to myself. I don't want to listen to what everyone else has to say, and I don't want to listen to how other people should tell me I need to live my life. I'm just going to do what I want to do. And I was watching the podcast with Sean Ryan and and Kyle from the Nelk Boys, and he was talking about ibogaine and 5-EMO DMT, and he was talking about how he went down to Mexico, got this treatment, the psychedelic treatment, and it cleared his mind and cured his PTSD and cured his addictions. And I thought that was super interesting, and I want definitely maybe want to try that one day. Maybe I do want to try that because it's like the way he describes it is just insane. They talk about how this guy got shot in the forehead. He suffered from a lot of brain trauma because he was next to a car bomb, and he went down there and got the treatment, and he's been doing good ever since. And he Sean Ryan talks about how he basically took this ibogaine or the DMT. I don't know which one he. I know he did both, but he did one of them, and he said he just sat there for a minute and like he could feel people's different intentions. He could sense whether the people in the room were bad people or good people. It's kind of like you enter the Matrix where Neo is walking downtown and he's there, but he's not there at the same time. Like he's just like he can see so clearly. And I don't know. That's kind of what it feels like when you're in shape. Because you go to the grocery store, everyone's out of shape, and like you're the only one in shape. It's kind of weird, you know? And then every now and then you'll see someone who's actually in shape too, you know? So that's how it feels like when you lock in and you get, you know, healthy, you know, you start feeling like the top 1%, which you are. I mean, I don't want to like be cocky or overconfident, but when you look at the statistics, like 1% of people are strong, you know, they're in shape, and then 0.001% of people in the world have abs, you know, have abs. So it's like if you can push yourself to the point where you look like that, like you look good and you're strong, then you're in the top 1% of people. And then life just becomes easier. Relationships get easier, getting money gets easier, and I don't know how to explain it. And I'm only 24 years old, so I got a lot of learning to do with business, with making money, with my fitness. I still want to go and bench 315 pounds on bench press at the gym. I still want to learn how to do a muscle up. I still want to go to the boxing gym. So there's a lot of things that I haven't accomplished when it comes to fitness. I'm not calling myself the number one expert in this industry whatsoever. I'm just saying I'm on a good start, and I want to see you guys do that too. So another thing, I've been sober from weed for about 3 months now, and it's a different vibe. It feels good to be sober, and it feels good to go out in public and not have to worry about whether other people are judging you for being high or whatever. Like it's just like, and it feels good to be able to talk to like my mom and my dad without like them judging me for being high or them complaining about the weed smoke smell. It's whatever. So I mean, I function the same off weed than I am on weed. You know, if I smoke weed, it actually makes things a lot easier. I'm able to focus a little bit better, and I'm able to control my emotions a little bit better. So, I mean, it's just a chill vibe. It's not really a problem for me. And if I notice that I'm doing it too much, I'll just stop, you know. So, um the last thing I want to talk about is the Matrix. Do we live in the Matrix? And we for sure live in a matrix. We for sure live in a system. And this topic really hits hard for me because I went to jail. I've been to jail quite a few times. And when you're in jail, you start to ask questions. You start to like look around and you start thinking to yourself, why is there so many people here? And why are people coming in every day? And why are there some people that look so innocent and they're still in jail? And most of the time, people are in jail because like they deserve to be in jail. I'm one of them. I broke the law with weed. The first time I got arrested was for 1 gram of weed, and I was in high school. You know what I'm saying? So I broke the law and I went to jail. I deserved to be there, but did I really? You know what I'm saying? No, like it's pretty much harmless, whatever, you know? But when you start to ask questions like policemen have a quota that like they got to arrest people. They don't build these jails for them to be empty. Like they make money off people being in jail. Like so a lot of people they get arrested because they need to fill those spaces in jail, you know? And it's sad because these people got families, you know, they got kids looking up to them. So it's a sad thing when people go to jail. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up here. This was fun. I'm going to do more of these videos. If you're from Texas, comment below what city in Texas you're from, and I'll say something about that on my next video. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.